Well, we do one star. Are we today? Number 22, I believe it was, in the right corner. So let's see. Charmander, are you? There he is. We have our starter. Notice that all three winking. What are they winking at? But yeah, we are going to be focusing on Charmander today. Okay, so Charmander, the third and final of the Gen 1 starters. And in case anyone says so, no, I am not counting Pokemon Yellow. That was a special one. So Charmander is the lizard Pokemon and has the fire attribute. And just like with Bulbasaur and Squirtle, it's mostly male. 87.5% male, 12.5% female. It does have two evolutions, just like with Squirtle and Bulbasaur. It'll evolve into Charmeleon at level 16 and Charizard at level 36. And of course, Charizard does have some forms after that, but unlike Bulbasaur and Squirtle, this has three forms. Charizard can go into Mega Charizard X if he used Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizardite X, I should say. Mega Charizard Y using Charizardite Y, and it also has a Gigamax form. But we will come back to him. But first we need to talk about Charmander. So Charmander is a reptilian Pokemon resembling a lizard. Despite the name origin of Charmander, it's a combination of chard and salamander. So that's probably what it's more referencing. Now, of course, the most notable feature is the flame on the tip of its tail, and this is actually very important. As is done in the series, this is an indicator of his health and mood. If that flame goes out, he dies. This was told in the debut episode of Ash's Charmander, which I will get to in just a moment. But if it is healthy, that flame will continue to burn even if it gets a bit wet and is said to steam in the rain. Now, Charmander can be found in hot mountainous areas. However, it is found far more often with trainers, as once again, they are starter Pokemon are usually with breeders. And as shown in Pokemon Snap, Charmander exhibit pack behavior. So Charmander, there is quite a few. Well, before I do that, before I get to the series, it does appear as a trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and also appears as a spirit in Smash Bros. Ultimate. In the series, of course, the main Charmander we know of is Ash's Charmander, which is now a Charizard, but we're just going to focus on Charmander here. Now, Charmander appeared as an abandoned Pokemon. It was in the episode Charmander the Stray Pokemon. Now, Ash, Misty, and Brock had found it sitting on a rock and said, now he had told Pikachu that he was sitting on that rock because his trainer left him there and said he was going to come back for him, but of course he never came back. That trainer's name was Damien, but they found out, they overheard Damien say that he left him there because he was weak. And that night, it started raining, so they had to go out and rescue him to make sure that that flame did not go out. And to make things worse, he was attacked by a flock of Spearow. So they had to get him to the Pokemon Center quickly. But but later in the episode, after taking down Team Rocket, using his flamethrower technique, we see Damien trying to take him back, but Charmander realizes that he's no good and denies him. So Ash was allowed to catch it. So Charmander is a more playful type in this form. But then when he evolved into Charmeleon, then some problems started to occur. As Charmeleon, he started to disobey Ash. And that's something that happens in the game. If in the game, if you're not a high level enough trainer, or you don't have the proper badges, your Pokemon will not listen to you. Yeah. And this is especially true in its full form Charizard. It's very difficult to handle. So yeah, as a Charmeleon, he disobeyed Ash and usually fell asleep instead of battling. But then he evolved into Charizard only because he wanted to battle the Aerodactyl they came across in the episode Attack of the Prehistoric Pokemon. So him becoming Charizard made him even more disobedient, even to the point that it cost him a battle against Blaine, the Cinnabar Island gym leader. And it also cost him the championship. He lost against Richie in the Kanto region championships, just because that he did not want to battle. And that was such a frustrating way to see Ash lose his battle. That was just, oh boy. But then when they got to the Orange Islands, he finally got to obey Ash, because he had a battle. He battled a Poliwrath. It once again refused to listen to Ash, and continuing to use Flamethrower despite the fact that it does not work well on water types. Yeah, Poliwrath resisted them all until he responded with a water gun that nearly doused the flame on his tail. And then he got hit with Ice Beam, which caused him to be frozen. So, and at this point, Charizard was at a very critical point of his health, and Ash was working very hard to get him back to health, and that ended up earning Charizard's respect, and finally got to and finally started listening to Ash. Now he does still make occasional appearances. Like let's see, which episode was it? Yeah, in the Johto region. Yeah. Which episode was it? It was. Yeah, there was an episode where he found a female Charizard and decided to stick with her. So Charizard was left behind, but he still does make occasional appearances in the series to help Ash. See, but back to Charmander. The other Charmander we usually see is Zippo, which is the nickname given to the Charmander by Richie, who I just mentioned just a few minutes ago, who is a friend of Ash that they met at Indigo Plateau. And it did evolve into a Charmeleon when he appeared in Apparent Trapped. Let's see. There was also a Charmander in Team Go-Getters from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which he is the leader of the team. We have Elaine's Charmander, which that Charmander appeared in a flashback in the episode Mega Evolution Special 1 as an unevolved form of his Charizard. And we also have Trevor's Charmander, which appeared in the episode Summer of Discovery, which would evolve into Charmeleon by the episode A Legendary Photo Op, and then a Charizard in a league of his own. So just like Squirtle, he appears quite a lot in the series, and there is a good chance we'll still see Ash's Charizard in the future. Yeah, so he just makes some appearances every once in a while. So all right, so let's go over Charizard's forms. Like I said, there is 2 mega forms of Charizard. We have Mega Charizard X. Now, Mega Charizard X. Now, where is it? Yeah. So Mega Charizard X. He turns more black and blue and is the more well-known of his 2 Mega Evolutions. Now I believe that when I saw this, because I have not played the 5th series, which was Pokemon XY. Come on, I know you're in there. Where are you? As Mega Charizard X, now his body and legs are more physically fit, though his arms do remain on the thin side. Let's see. And of course, like I said, Mega Charizard X breathes blue flames out the sides of his mouth, and the flame on his tail now turns blue. It is said that its new power turns it black and creates more intense flames. Now, this form tends to be more on the attack side. Now, Mega Charizard Y, he becomes sleeker in appearance, but does retain its normal color of orange and yellow. It has 3 pointed horns on the back of its head, in the middle, which is longer. He features longer digitigrade feet. Now the hands are less developed, with extremely shortened fingers that are no longer separated from each other. Mega Charizard Y is said to have incredible flying prowess that is greater than a jet fighter. And of course, let's not forget Gigantamax Charizard. And I have to say that this really looks fearsome, like a burning dragon. And just for the record, Charizard is not considered a dragon type unless it is Mega Charizard X. Now, its regular form and its Mega Y form are fire and flying. So while you would think that it would have a dragon type, no, not unless you use Mega Charizard X. Then it loses its flying attribute for the dragon attribute. So it could have some advantages and disadvantages with changing the attribute. Yeah, and by the way, Charizard does appear as a playable character both with the Pokemon Trainer and as a standalone. And has also been used as a Pokeball summon in the original Super Smash Bros., which whenever he appears, he would use Flamethrower on both sides. And oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention with Squirtle is that Blastoise was used as a Pokeball summon as well, in which he would use Hydro Pump. But Charizard appears way more often in Smash Brothers. Like I said, it was used as a Pokeball summon. Now it is a playable character, and I believe that in Ultimate you can still use it as a playable character. So that is pretty much it for Charmander. We got all 3 starters, and we're down to how many do we have left? We got 3 left. Yeah, I feel like we've been going through these pretty quick. All right, so that's it for Charmander, and we'll see you for number 22.